water, earth, fire, air. Long ago.
So what you guys think of the intro? And yes, we are doing all the Avatar Last Airbender characters, you know, Aang Squad in their signature colors.
4 elements could stop them, but when the world needed him most, he vanished. 100 years passed.
Alright, we got Katara, Waterbending, Bloodbending Legend, and her brother with the burns and the boomerang. Okay. So we're gonna go back because this is where the explanation kind of like starts. Okay. Bloodbending Legend and her brother with the... Okay. So this is Sokka. This is Sokka's makeup look. They took what I said for Katara and kept it long enough for it to play where her brother makeup look explanation is supposed to be, because his explanation is separate and it is scattered within the video, but I'm going to explain it. But first I'm going to explain it with a different picture because it's covering up his ponytail and his boomerang, and I don't like that. So hold on one sec. Okay, I'm back. So here's the makeup look for Sokka. So with his makeup look, I'm going to first explain the wing. For the ring, basically it is similar to kind of like Katara's, but different in a way. I used white eyeliner to represent Sokka's outfit, and it kind of curves and makes a V shape that is kind of different from Katara's because it contrasts, because Zuko is like dark blue and Katara is like light blue. So I wanted that to be kind of like incorporated within their outfits too, despite both of their outfits being blue. And then with his ponytail, I used blue eyeshadow and just basically made it as wild and as fluffy as possible, because if I'm not mistaken, both of their hair is brown, and if Zuko's hair is not brown, then I do apologize for that, because when I used the photo for reference, his hair looked brown to me as the same as Katara's. But anyway, that is the ponytail right up there. As you can see, it looks very wild and very fluffy like, because that's how his hair is in the show. And this is his cute little boomerang, because if you guys watch Avatar, y'all know he always has that boomerang, and he always used that boomerang for his weapon, and I love that. So I wanted to incorporate that with the makeup look. So I used black eyeliner to draw out the boomerang, which it was a challenge because I used black liquid eyeliner because I don't have the black pencil eyeliner, so this took a minute, but I was able to get the shape down pat. And I used silver eyeshadow to basically fill in the boomerang, and I love it, and it still turned out great. And Sokka look turned out perfect. I feel like it was a perfect contrast of Katara, and you know, since he doesn't have any bending abilities of his own, and he uses his weapons as leverage besides his tech skills, I thought it would be cool to incorporate the boomerang into the makeup look. So now we're going to go back into the next character that I'm going to be explaining. Waterbending, Bloodbending Legend, and her brother with the burns and the boomerang. Okay, next we have Aang. Now with this, I'm probably not going to go into it as much because looking at it, they did explain everything perfectly for Aang. And I'm glad that they did do that for him. So I'm not going to go into this one as deep because they basically kind of explain it. But I will still tell you basically what I did. So I used white eyeliner as it explains, to make the arrow shapes in the middle of Aang's signature colors, and on the side to make a arrow wing. And then when I added the yellow to kind of make the yellow stick out as his background color, because his colors are like orange and yellow, it kind of made this cool glowing effect that I actually really liked and really enjoyed. This is why I said #1 for best glowing effects, because I didn't mean to make it look like it was glowing, but it ended up looking like it was glowing anyway. So I'm like, okay, I see it, because in his avatar state it glow anyway, even though it don't glow in these colors. I still thought it was cool to see, and I still kept it because I thought it was lit, and I love to see stuff that glows. So for me, it's like, oh my gosh, it's glowing, oh my gosh, like, yeah. And it made me think of like the cool little glow stick, so I thought it was a cool attribute to keep. But anyway, let's keep going. And we got Toph, greatest earthbender. Now with Toph, they didn't explain anything at all. Like, if I'm not mistaken, they didn't explain anything at all when it came to Toph. And if it does come up later and if it does come up in this video later that they did explain Toph's makeup look, then I do apologize. But I still be explaining it because, as you can see, it's not on the screen. So of course I'm gonna have to go down and break this down and explain this too. Now, on the top of her signature colors is her bun, and I basically used black eyeshadow for her bun because I thought it would be cool. Excuse me. Because she always has that big bun on her head. And then for the wing, I basically made her bangs, but in a wing style, because I did not want to put her bangs on her bun because the colors correlated so beautifully and so perfectly. Like, this is #1 for ombre in my book so far by doing these makeup looks, because these colors are eating. I understand the assignment, Toph, with these colors. I get it. And I did not want to mess that up. So with the wing, I basically used her photo as reference, as I do with all of my characters that I do in this cartoon makeup series. And I basically shaped out her bun. I mean, not her bun, I'm sorry. Shaped out her bangs and put it on a wing. And it actually looked really cool to me. It almost looked like a leaf. And it gave me like natural goddess vibes, which is not what I was going for. But hey, we're here and I love it. So yeah, the wing is supposed to represent her bangs and how kind of wild they are and how kind of in her face they kind of are in a way. And then, as you can see at the end, we have 2 of her signature pom-poms. And in order to do that, I used white eyeshadow to make both of the circles. But I had to go back in with white eyeliner to make sure that it stands out the way that it's supposed to. And I thought it'd be cool if I put both of them on the same side, because she does wear her white pom-poms on the side of her hair, but I did not want to put it on each side because I thought it would look cool on one side, because that's Toph's thing, you know. Toph over here standing out with her outfit. Like, that's just Toph. And now I'm going to play the rest of the video. Amanda Bender, and then we got Zuko with that. Okay, like I said, I do apologize. It is in here. It is in the video. So, like I said, I do apologize. I did look at this video, but I probably did not look at it to its full extent further enough, because when the video uploaded, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was pissed off that I did not see my explanations the way that they were supposed to be in the video. because I feel like that would cause confusion with the makeup looks and overall understanding it, because I love to break down my makeup looks and how I do them, what I like, what I don't like, any struggles I kind of face. There's a person who's doing some of these makeup colors that is light skinned. I like to do all of that besides doing the fun, creative, outgoing intros that I do, because that's just a part of it. I love being creative. I love having fun. I love mixing makeup colors and just figuring it out. Even if I get a little frustrated at times, it may take me a little bit more time. I love to do that stuff. So for me, it naturally made me upset because I took my time with this. But anyway, we're gonna get to Zuko. Now, Zuko, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, Zuko's not my favorite character, but we all know he was everybody's emo bad boy, you know, that was introduced. You know what I'm saying? Emo bad boy, that's him. He is the emo of Avatar. That's just him. That's just Zuko. But anyway, I'm gonna start with his ombre colors. He's number 2 for my favorite ombre look, because I didn't know these colors correlated so well either. Like, I was shook. I was like, oh, okay, I found another one besides Toph. Okay, like, this actually works, because he has 3 different layers of colors. He has orange, he has burgundy, and he has red. And it just worked perfectly. And it blended well. Now, don't get me wrong. I did have to go back and darken some of the colors. Like, I had to go back and darken some of the orange, go back and darken some of the burgundy, and go back and darken some of that red, because it came out really light and it didn't really kind of stick out the way it was supposed to. And with his scar, let me tell y'all something. His scar is number 1. This is the best first try scar fleshy tone I have ever done. Okay? Ever done. Like, I ain't gonna cap. When I finished this, before I ended up getting to the next character, I was obsessed with this look, okay? I was obsessed with this look. I wore this look for a good couple of minutes and looked in the mirror and started feeling myself low-key. I ain't gonna even lie. I ain't gonna even lie. But, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all the breakdown installation today, and then we're gonna get to his hair. So, with his scar, under my eye, that small little patch that you see, that is burgundy and purple mixed together, because with his scar, he has that, to me, it felt like he had that burgundy purplish vibe going on that covered his whole eye with his scar, and I wanted to incorporate that. So that's what that little piece is at the bottom, under my eye. Now, around the bottom of my eye is his flesh scar tone. Now, with this, I used a peach orange color, a light orange color, and I accidentally used some burgundy on it by mistake. But when I blended it, it all worked out in my favor. Because, hey, look at it. It looks exactly like Zuko's scar. Exactly. And I'm going to show y'all a picture so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Now, listen. I want y'all to look at Zuko's scar under his eye and look at mine at the bottom. Do they not look similar? Do they not look close enough? Like, yo, like, come on. Yo, I was so proud. I was so freaking proud. Like, oh my goodness. I was so proud because I draw and paint fleshy tones I especially did this as a art major at Southwest because we had to explore doing different types of skin tones and stuff, which usually looking at a picture, I'm pretty good at it, even though it may take me like a little time to experiment, mix some colors together, and figure it out. That's my area I'm kind of good at, and that I'm still learning, and that is still a strength I am working with. But to do this with makeup and on the first try too, just by looking at it, oh yeah, I felt like a makeup artist. I felt like a whole makeup artist. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Like, definitely felt the make artist vibes. And I feel like I could definitely pull off a Halloween look if I wanted to, like this. I was feeling myself so hard. Because this was so amazing and so shocking and so beautiful to see, even emotional for me. Now listen, y'all. I cried inside. Okay, we not crying on the outside, cause you know what I'm saying, this makeup is a work of art and this takes time, and I'm not finna cry and mess up this makeup look, because even though I'm excited, if I cry mess up this makeup look, I'm gonna be kind of hurt because it may not look the same as it did. Cause sometimes you do stuff the first time and it looks great, but then when you go back the second time, it don't look the same. Yeah, I didn't want to deal with that. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't want to deal with that. But anyway, now that I'm done with Zuko, let's get to my boy hair. Okay, I know I'm supposed to be getting back to his hair, but by the way, Sokka is another favorite character for me. He's my third favorite character. I just wanted to let that be known. He's my third favorite character. Okay, now let's get back to your boy. All right, we back with y'all, emo boy. Back with I'm sorry. Okay, we back with your emo boy wearing his trauma. Okay, so now we got his hair. Now his hair, I used black eyeshadow, and I did use a blender for the top parts of his head with black eyeshadow to kind of make it have that wild like feature with his hair, because his hair is kind of like all over the place and it's kind of like really flat at the bottom for real. But in the movie, I heard you gonna get that glow up in the movie. But Aang and Sokka is always bae in my book. They always bae. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Anyway, that is how I did his hair. I used black eyeshadow and just went in with the blender and just made his hair look wild at the top and at the sides, and just experimented with it and had fun with it. With that emo trauma on, that scar on his face. Yes, had to include the scar. And of course, I got my two favorite characters, Aang and Katara. My ship, let's go. Now I gotta unlock my avatar state, and I'll see y'all next time. So, with that being said, what cartoon would you guys like to see next? Comment them down below in my video. Hopefully I can re-upload it to where it can still be magical. But if not, then y'all still got the chance to see the look. Still got the chance to hear my thoughts, my behind the scenes, my progress. And y'all still got to get that magical intro vibe that I was pushing for. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my little rant in between this video. And I hope you guys enjoy the cartoon makeup series. And I can't wait to do more with you guys and do more cartoons. Y'all, we on season 3. This has been flying, you guys. It's been flying. And I've been loving the ride with you guys all the way. And I can't wait to see what we're going to do for episode 3. Now, it should still come on time because I am still working on doing the Saturday things. I do want to do every Saturday of the month for this series. So it should be still out, and it should be still coming out. And we're just gonna see and progress through what's going on with these changes of this second episode currently. And hopefully this won't be the next time I have to break down and do this. But if it is, then hey, y'all just here for the ride. Because we still gonna get it done. Like, we still getting it done. We still here. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.